Hey, I'm Becca with the Happy Ever Crafter, and in this... What's that? Yeah, I do have a new YouTube background. Oh my god, we can totally talk about it. What a great idea. Okay, no, but seriously, that's what this video is for. I'm here to tell you all about my new Dreambox. You guys, it's literally called a Dreambox, like as if I wouldn't have called it that myself, because this thing is actually my dream come true. So a couple things I want to say before I start walking you through everything you need to know about this thing. Number one is that Create Room, the magical people who make this thing, didn't pay me to make this video, but they sent me the Dreambox. So it is sort of sponsored in a way. The second thing is they did give me a $100 discount for you. So if you want one, once you've watched this video, I'm gonna put the links all down below for you and you can get $100 off your order. There's even a specific link for my fellow Canadians. And number three is you can bet your butt that I'm gonna be making a ton more videos about this thing, including a whole walkthrough of everything that's in it and all the little pieces and stuff, which brings me to my next point that I'm gonna need your opinion later in this video, so please stick around until you can vote for me because I really can't decide on this one problem that I'm having, but we'll talk about that a bit later. For now, honestly though, I just wanna walk you through the process of this thing, like what it was like receiving it, what it was like setting it up, what it obviously looks like opened and closed, because if you've never seen one of these things, it's actually mind-blowing, and just generally showing you how awesome it is. Because to answer the burning question, yes, it is as magical as it seems. Okay, so I ordered my Dreambox at the exact same time, perfectly, that we were moving into a new house. So while I can't show you a direct before and after picture because this room was just empty before the Dreambox came, I can show you this. These boxes are jam-packed full of art supplies, and there's a lot of them. To the point where when the movers were here, they even asked me if it was a mistake that many boxes were labeled studio. So that's how many art supplies I have. And once I got the boxes all unpacked onto the 3 measly IKEA shelves I owned before this Dreambox, they literally almost fell over. And obviously this giant disaster just simply would not do. Thankfully, the Dreambox arrived just on time after I had pulled all of my art supplies out of the boxes and had a giant mess. And this actually kicked off what I like to call the 3 stages of Dreambox emotions. Stage number 1, the pure excitement as the truck pulled up and the guy started pulling it out, and then the obligatory 500 pictures of me sitting on top of the giant box. Stage number 2, the sheer panic that ensued after the delivery man left it on my driveway, and I realized that the box was labeled 600 pounds and there was no one to bring it inside for me. Here's video proof of me having that realization, and for extra fun, please enjoy the commentary from my father-in-law who was filming this for me.
How the heck am I gonna get this inside?
Good luck with all that, eh?
And third stage, acceptance. Acceptance that bringing this box in was gonna be a giant workout. I opened up the box outside and I carried every single piece inside, piece by piece. Honestly, it wasn't that bad once I realized I could carry it all in smaller pieces. There was only one piece I couldn't lift by myself. Thankfully, once I got through all of those stages, the excitement kicked back in. And once I had everything all in the room, I was genuinely just so excited to get it all set up. So Ryan set mine up for me because he's super handy, but I want to include a little note here that if you are in the US, apparently you can buy it in more pre-built boxes, like bigger pieces of it that are already kind of put together for you, so you don't have to start from scratch at the very beginning. Now, I can't say for sure, but actually, yeah, I can say for 100% certain that Ryan would encourage each and every one of you who have that option to take that option. Putting the box together isn't hard, it's just really time consuming. The amount of time it took Ryan to build this thing was the same amount of time that it took me to unpack and organize all of my art supplies. And that's a really long time. Once the actual shell of it was built, bless Ryan, now was the actual fun part for me to start filling it up. Or so I thought. Long story short, I got a little okay, a lot paralyzed by the thought of how I wanted to fill this thing. Should I just use the Create Room recommended layout with all the bins and rods and everything where they tell you exactly where to put them and where the pegs should go? Or should I get creative and go on Pinterest and look up all the people who've got one of these before me and made it look all creative and perfect and beautiful with their different colored bins and their magical organization tools? In the end, I ended up doing both of these things. First, I did the whole scroll Pinterest thing and see what everyone else has done, which in retrospect, I don't know why I did, because I'm not a person who does well with comparison, and it just completely stressed me out. So after I delayed doing anything for a while because I was so paralyzed by that, I sat down and I thought, in true Becca fashion, why don't I just do this in like my favorite way ever, which is done is better than perfect. I always say that. Why am I not listening to myself? So I decided to fill it with the prescribed layout that Create Room gives you. And if I decided I wanted to change it later, I could tweak it. Spoiler alert, the Create Room team obviously did their research properly because this is working pretty darn perfectly for me right now. So I'll definitely do a full video showing exactly what supplies I put where and a whole tour of the whole thing. So watch for that. But for now, I will say this is working great. It has totally changed the game for me in terms of being able to quickly find the things I need for projects and for filming tutorials, and then knowing exactly where things go and to put them back so I can keep my room tidy instead of having little piles of items everywhere. It did take me a full day to get everything in and set up, but I can tell you I enjoyed every minute of doing it. Here's a little before and after transition for you so you can see how I currently have it all set up. Now, like I said, I'll definitely have more videos that show you exactly what's in each bin, but the last thing I want to do before we get to that little opinion vote I need from you is just show you, obviously, how it folds up and how it opens up and how everything works. Okay, so starting with this in the open position, I'm gonna just show you how it all folds up and how it all works and stuff. So this is the main table part, and obviously you can have it folded out like this at sitting height, but what's really cool is you can also have it at standing height. So if you wanted it to be higher, you just pull this up and you can extend the legs, and then you can use it for standing height. So I do that for stuff like packing boxes and things like that. I have the crown molding with the light in it, which is really helpful when I'm sitting here working. I can see really well. These are tool cubbies that are actually add-ons as well. These didn't come with the main Dreambox, but everything else on here is standard and comes with it. So all the bins and everything like that. Now I think I'm just going to show you how easy it is to fold this baby up. So all you do is lift this, fold in the legs, and then just gently lower it into the down position. And then you literally just fold it up. So as I'm doing this, I want you guys to take note though, because I have a question coming soon and it's about these panels. So each of these sides, when you fold it in, has a little panel, and that's what my opinion question is gonna be. So just look at it like this for 1 second, because I'm gonna need your opinion, and it has to do with these. But everything about this Dreambox is on wheels, so it's so easy to close it up. I just made sure not to have a carpet underneath. It would work if the whole thing was on a carpet, but if it's like uneven, it might be a little tricky. So now it's closed up, and I'm just gonna turn off the light, and that's it. So super easy. And again, the whole thing is on wheels. So if you decided that you didn't want it in the middle of your room, the way I have it right now, you could just move the whole thing to either end of your room, and it's still really easy to take it out and open it up again after. So if you want to open it up again, it's as easy as just opening up these panels. And these end pieces are on magnets, so they stick in the closed position really well. And then you just take out the desk, pull down the legs, and voila, can work again. It's so easy. Now, for me, this is in a really big office where I do a lot of other stuff. So I usually keep it in the open position because I like the look of it. But if you have a small space, which I anticipate probably having in the future, whenever this studio becomes a bedroom for my children, realistically, and I think this is gonna be like the best item for that. So that's how it works. All right, so now you have the whole scoop on what this process has been like for me. I hope you enjoyed getting a little sneak peek into it, but I did hint earlier that I really need your opinion on something, and I would love for you to leave me a comment down below helping me answer this question, because I am so indecisive about it, and I literally won't do anything until I have some opinions. So here's the question. So you know how I said that I would probably tweak this and change it up a little bit as I work with it? Well, I already had my first idea of what I want to do to make this box a little bit more me, and that is I want to paint some sort of like mural-y type thing on it, but I can't decide between two different options. Option number one, should I paint the two side panels with chalk paint so that I can use them as, you know, like a to-do list, or I can doodle on them, or I can make YouTube videos of how to use chalkboards, or, you know, that kind of stuff? Or should I paint those two side panels with floral illustrations just to be pretty and to be like a nice backdrop? I can't decide. So please leave me a comment down below. Option one, chalkboard. Option two, florals, because like I said, I can't decide. I need your help. And in the meantime, I'm gonna leave you those links down below with the 100% off coupon if you want a dream box. And if you have any other questions, leave them down below, because I'm gonna do obviously a bunch more videos about this thing, and I'd be happy to answer them for you. So I hope you guys enjoyed this. Make sure you're subscribed to the channel. Leave me that comment down below, and I'll see you next time.